Hey y'all, welcome back to Wild Wattage. If you're new here, my name is Zach Winnick, and this channel is dedicated to my journey of owning a Rivian R1T. Just picked it up last weekend, May 18th. Today is May 24th. So I've lived with the truck for about a week, and when I say live with, I meant live in, because there has not been one day this week that I haven't driven it. So I'm going to take you outside. We're going to meet Guinevere. That's the name that I named her, and I'll explain why when we get out there. Take you around the tour of the outside, take you around the tour of the inside, show you some of the settings that I changed on the truck just to kind of make it a little bit more custom for me. Show you all the accessories that I purchased for it as well that are in there, as well as on the outside. There's one right now, but yeah, we'll do that. I'll go over everything from deposit to delivery as well when we come back inside, and talk a little bit about why I switched from my Tesla Model Y Performance to a Rivian R1T, and we'll talk a little bit about the plans that I have for the channel. And so let's go outside and meet Guinevere. Well, you join me outside at Napa Valley College, I believe this is. Just kind of wanted to get away from where I live so that way you can get a better view of the truck. So here she is, my 2023 Rivian R1T, named Guinevere, because you can name the truck, of course, so in case you didn't know that. Let me give you a little rundown of what we got. So this is obviously, like I said, a 2023 launch edition, and you can tell because it's got the yellow outline on the Rivian as well as yellow brake calipers. This is the Red Canyon. Don't mind the bird poop, sorry about that. Outdoor living, I guess. So quad motor, large battery pack. Got the 22-inch light sport wheels. No tonneau cover, because as some of you may have read, the current inventory trucks do not come with the tonneau cover because they all have the old ones. So I do have a appointment scheduled for the power tonneau cover to be installed at a later date. Temporary tags, don't mind that. Also R1T with the yellow line indicating launch edition. So just kind of give you a little walk around, just kind of show you what's going on. Have the Black Mountain interior with the dark ash wood. We'll get inside there in a second. Apologize for the wind, it's a little breezy out here today. So that's the outside. Show you a really cool little accessory that I got out here. This was this little guy right here. It's a clip, and let me pull out my license plate. Got this from Brain Exploder, and it's a little clip that you can use to mount your license plate on using the existing frame, because here in California they do require that you have a front license plate on your car at all times. You won't get pulled over for it, but you will get a ticket for it if they pull you over for something else. So if you were speeding and didn't have the front license plate, they'll tack that on. It is a fix-it ticket, so like it'll only cost you 25 bucks. Just got to show that you clip it on there like that. But Brain Exploder is pretty cool. I think it was like 10 or 15 bucks. It's got this little latch in the back. So all you do is you pull it up, and then a little 3D printed piece that sits on the front. This is the license plate frame that came with the truck. It just clips onto this guy right here. It's pretty cool. I usually just keep mine right here in the front. Obviously in here I have my gear guard cable as well as my home charger. Close this guy up. Powered front, gotta love it. We'll check out the gear tunnel on the side here. Push this button right here. Pops this little guy out, you just give it a little pull. The only thing I got in there right now is my umbrella, but you can get a good view inside without getting a glare. It does have the 12 volt plug here and a 120 on the other side. In here we got the hose for the air compressor that's in the back. Close this guy up. Power tailgate. Mine's gets stuck. I do have a service appointment for that, but there's that for you. We'll lift up the spare tire cover. Show you on the inside. No spare tire. And actually it reminds me I got to take the plug out in case I take it to the car wash or it rains. So we'll come back over here, close this guy up, give it a good slam. Obviously has the air compressor here. And then we also have the two 120 plugs over on this side, which I currently have off. Again, no power tonneau that's coming. And then we'll come over here, open up the other side of the gear tunnel, just so that way you can see the 120 volt plug and the other side of my umbrella and the other side of the gear tunnel. And then in here, we've got a first aid kit, fully stocked. Comes with the truck, gotta love it. And yeah, that's it for the outside. So let's hop on in and I'll show you what's going on the inside. All right, you join me inside. It's nice and quiet in here. Just kind of give you a quick tour. Obviously steering wheel. We're in the easy escape mode right now because obviously I have the car in park. So just kind of give you an idea of what it looks like to sit in the driver's seat of an R1T. And there's my iPad because it's got all my notes. And we'll flip it around so you can see behind me. Not too bad. Hello. So let me give you a little rundown of some of the accessories and stuff that I've added to the truck on the inside. So on the driver display, as well as the main display and the rear display, I have the T-Wraps matte screen protectors. Super easy to install. You just peel and stick basically. And the video that they give, the little instructional video on how to put them on, gives really good instructions and some tips that even I didn't know. Over here we have the Lysen MagSafe phone mount on the open source EV Evo or phone holder Evo, something like that, on their website. They sell this as a package deal for like 25 bucks. It was awesome. Couldn't pass that up. Really great spot. It'll hold your phone really well. The magnet on this guy is really strong, and you can even put your phone into landscape mode and film content, which you'll see in an upcoming video. Down here we also have the T-Wraps MagSafe charging insert. This is a 3D printed thing that sits over the existing charge port. It doesn't use the power. Actually, it has cables that run on the inside, plugs into the USB-C port here. Next to it, you can see I have an OWC. This is a 1 terabyte USB-C flash drive. It's solid state. I'm using that for my drive cam and gear guard, which is awesome. And I think that's it for the inside of the car. Stock floor mats for right now. I am going to get the 3D Max floor mats for these. I had them in my Model Y. They were fantastic. And I also have on order the A to Z CCS to NACS adapter. All right, so now let me go through some of the settings and stuff that I have set up on the truck here. First, we'll look at some audio settings. I'm using Tidal because I'm actually testing some new sound settings, which I'll actually show you right now. I got these settings from RivianForums.com. Somebody did a great write-up on doing like an analysis of the acoustics and everything and how the speakers are set up for the Meridian sound system, which came with my Launch Edition 23. Now they're on the Elevate system, the in-house Rivian sound system. So these settings are specifically for the Meridian system, and they were done on an R1T with the Meridian system. So that's what they look like. It's hit or miss for me. I really like it. I feel like it lacks a little of the low end, so I might tweak these two a little bit just to kind of give it a little bit more oomph. Although I'm listening to the new remastered Snarky Puppy album, as you can see, and it sounds absolutely fantastic. On Tidal, I pay for the hi-fi thing. Like, this album on this sounds phenomenal. All right, let me show you the drive settings. Obviously, I just keep it usually in all-purpose. Right now it's in Neil, but I usually keep it on standard. Brake regen I leave on high. Stability on. Obviously, ride feel is soft. That's very key to me, especially around here in the North Bay area, driving around in a Model Y Performance with the performance shocks. It feels like if there's one more past this, that's what it would feel like. So I leave it on soft. It's great. I drove over this really rough road earlier today that I did in the Model Y as well, and I swear to God the Model Y was gonna like fall apart. This was like sitting in my living room. It was fantastic. But anyway, yeah, that's the normal drive mode that I leave it in, all purpose, obviously, standard ride height, high regen, stability on, ride feel is soft. I did try conserve mode earlier today. It was a unique experience. You can definitely feel the difference, especially if you've been driving in all purpose all day. Like it's pretty crazy. Obviously here are my cameras, and then we'll get into some of the settings here. So with the display and lights, this is all pretty much standard. Like I don't think I touched any of these. Interactive lighting, light bar when charging, which I absolutely love. Entry lights, guide lights, charge port light when locked. I left that on so that way people know that I'm charging. I turned it on, sorry. I think the default for that is off. Access, whoops. Unlock all doors, show quick controls in park, which I love. Auto lock in park, all doors, proximity locking, which actually works really well, I'll tell you, both with the key fob and the name of my phone's Orion. And and my phone, it works great. Location of behavior at home, lock and unlock, because I do park outside, as you can see, under a cover. Auto relock, which is awesome. I like that. The lock sound is great. I've learned to distinguish this from other birds now after a week, so that's pretty cool. Kneel vehicle upon parking. I don't like to fall 3 feet when I get out of my truck. Roomy entry and exit. Obviously, I have that going on. You can see the steering wheel right now is kind of up high, and I'm way far back from where I should be. Side mirror auto folding, obviously, and unfolding. Rear view and side mirror auto tinting. Haven't driven at night yet, so haven't been able to figure that out. And then obviously power hood operation. My driver plus settings. Engage adaptive cruise control and highway assist. On. Forward collision warning early. Haven't had to run into this yet. No pun intended. Automatic emergency braking, always leave that on. Lane departure warning. I did a Instagram reel and story about this. I'm leaving this off, and this off. I do have an alignment issue. I did take it to an alignment specialist, non-Rivian certified, so he didn't fix it, but I do have an appointment with Rivian to fix the alignment on my car. It pulls to the right. Did find out that that's kind of common. They don't check the alignments when the trucks come off the line. Turning this off helps alleviate some of that, but not solve the problem. Obviously, park assist for accessory mode. Automatic cameras, which I love this. Show front view when shifting from reverse to drive. That helps out so much. Automatic high beams, and obviously regenerative brake assist. Have that on high. So units, whoops. Standard everything. The only thing that I did change was range and driver display. I have both. I want a percentage, but I actually like to see what it thinks my estimated range is. So that's kind of fun. I like that that's included. Nothing else there. And I think that's all for the settings and everything. Let's go to gear guard, show you how I have this set up. So I do have drive cam, like I showed you a minute ago. I have a 1 terabyte solid state drive plugged in there. It's awesome. You pull it out, you can plug it into your computer. They're organized by drive, and it actually is labeled with a date and time. It is beautiful. We'll take a look at some of the settings for this. So I do have drive cam active, drive cam chime, and then obviously that's the name of the drive. I do like to have incidents, so whenever you honk your horn, it automatically records. I just noticed that it says in collisions and hard braking as well. Motion cam is on. I haven't had anybody try to peer in my truck yet, but that's okay. We'll get there. So those are all of my settings. Let me see, actually, let's get energy, kind of show you where we're at with this. So right now my battery is 75%. It's showing an estimated 229 miles on 75%, which is awesome. Like I said earlier, I went to the Corte Madera Rivian Adventure Network. This is my charging that I got, 93.9 kilowatts. Took about 45 minutes to get that, which wasn't too bad. I was averaging about 180 at the beginning until it started to taper off. I thought I'd change this. We're going to put that down to daily, actually extended for my drives. I have everything else off, and yeah, so those are all of my settings. Obviously, if you have any questions or anything, or you want to know more, feel free to message me on, or comment below, or message me on Instagram or Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. I'm very responsive, so love to go over anything like that you may have missed. But yeah, so let's go, let's head inside and we'll talk about some of the other stuff. All right, back inside, out of the truck, kind of give her a break. She's been through a lot today. So let me just do a couple of quick things and we'll wrap up this video. So why did I switch from a Tesla Model Y Performance to a Rivian R1T? It's a long and complicated story, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that, I've had the car for quite a while. I had it for 2.5 years. I bought it in March of 2022, and it was a used Model Y, meaning the guy that originally purchased it, or girl, the person that originally purchased it in December of 21, and for some reason didn't keep it, and somehow Volkswagen of Pasadena ended up with it, and I purchased it at the absolute peak of the EV craze back in 2022, when you could sell, you know, a 2014 Model S for $90,000. So I bought mine. It was about $78,000 when I bought it. Traded in a 2019 Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk. Got a pretty good trade-in for that, and probably, I think my loan on the Model Y was about $42,000. So the next week after I purchased the Model Y was right around when the prices on the Model Y started dropping. So my $78,000 car basically lost about $30,000 in value without me driving it off the lot. Anyway, fast forward a couple of years. I decided to go with Rivian because I absolutely love where Rivian is going. I think the R1T, the R1S are probably the two best vehicles that have been created for the quote average person, you know, not Porsche or Mercedes or like whatever branded vehicles that you can probably get on the market right now. Yes, even over Tesla, which I do still like the company. I love the products. Like I said, I've owned a Model S, I've owned a Model Y. They're two of the best cars I've ever owned. I am one of those people where I thought I could separate the man from the company, and I kind of have, but I'm not a fan of Elon Musk. I was at the beginning, up until, you know, a couple years ago when he went crazy and ended up buying Twitter and all that stuff. And I don't like the direction that he's taking the company, and I don't like what he's turning the company into. You know how he had that big craze with like Dogecoin, and like I think he's turning it into like a meme company basically. And obviously Cybertruck is a big reason behind that also. Cool car. I saw one driving down to the Rivian Adventure Network charger today. I like looking at it. I'm sure it's an awesome car to drive. I've seen some of the out of spec videos on it where they've done reviews and driving it across country and all that, and I'm sure it's really cool. and it's got a lot of cool tech in it, but no. And then the whole thing that's going on right now with like his compensation package and all that stuff, I'm like, bro, come on. All right. Anyway, enough about Tesla. So Rivian, obviously, like I said, they've just been steadily building a great brand. And with the R1T, the R1S, and now with the R2 and the R3 and R3X, I think that this is a company to watch. And, you know, I'm not going to get into like stocks and like all that stuff, but it would be a good investment to just hang on to for a couple of years just to kind of see, and especially once R2 and R3 come out. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Do not listen to me. Anyway, so yeah, so basically, you know, that's why I wanted to go for a test drive just to kind of check it out. And I knew exactly what was going to happen. The same thing happened the first time I drove a Model S. Became obsessed and went in completely open-minded. Like, I wanted to not like driving a truck, and especially the R1T. And like, it just so happened to work out where it was like one of the worst days weather-wise up here. It was rainy, it was windy, went out, truck handled phenomenally. There was even like construction on the highway when we did like freeway driving, and I instantly fell in love. And so that was on a Saturday. Wednesday, I put in my $1,000 deposit, went through 6 out of the 8 steps basically within one day, and within like minutes of me putting down my deposit, I had a delivery date of like the following Wednesday, which was the 15th. So it was crazy. Like, to get the truck from where it was, which I guess was in Venice, California. So El Segundo delivery center and service center, I guess. I don't know. It said Venice on the order thing. But yeah, everything was super, super quick, super easy. Financing wasn't even an issue. Obviously, taking advantage of the lease promos that they were having when I started the process, I should say. I'm actually paying less on the R1T than I was paying on my Tesla. The final price of the truck was $81,000 after the $7,500 EV credit, my $1,000 deposit. I don't know who gave it to me. I ended up with the $6,000 employee R1T discount, which was awesome because I owed $6,100 on my Tesla. Like, the difference between what Rivian valued my trade-in as and what I owed was $6,100. So that basically wiped that out, which was amazing. And I'm paying about $850 a month, which is, like I said, less than the Model Y was. So it was really a no-brainer for me to switch to an R1T. Brand new car, wipe out that negative equity, get rid of that loan, get rid of a Tesla. So that's why I did it. And then obviously, like I said, I picked it up on Saturday the 18th. And that process was fantastic. Shout out to Sam at the South San Francisco Delivery Center. I have to say that was one of the best experiences I've ever had picking up a car. Even like the process up until getting the car, like the week before. I think I mentioned this in my last video. A huge shout out to Sam at the South San Francisco Service Center. He's the delivery manager. Guy went above and beyond, really helped me out because there were a couple of minor quirks that were happening with the pickup. We worked through them. He was great, and we were able to get everything done smoothly, and very communicative. Even after I picked up the truck, he followed up with me. I followed up with him. I had a couple of questions on some things, and prompt answers within 30 minutes, which was fantastic. So it was a great pickup experience. Did a fantastic walkthrough. Showed me some things that I didn't know before, which was awesome. So it was great, and that's that's kind of how that all fell in place. So it's been a week since I picked it up, basically, and picked up the R1T, and I like I said at the beginning, I've been looking for excuses to go drive the car. Like, there's not been one day this week where I have not been in it, driving it, and doing something in it. It's been awesome just to go drive around and do nothing in it, just to go drive it. It is just such a joy to drive and such a change, and it's helped me rediscover driving. Like, I was like, yeah, okay, driving the Tesla was a lot of fun. Like, it's a Model Y Performance. It's super quick, super nimble, but this is just, it's something completely different, and it's really hard to describe. But that's yeah. So I guess to wrap up this video, because I've been kind of rambling for a while, where do I want to take this channel? So this is just going to be kind of my journey with the R1T, and I'll take you along with me on driving to work and driving around town and driving on road trips and whatever. If I find something interesting, like pop on and shoot a quick video and upload it. And, you know, I definitely want to encourage everybody to go follow Wild Wattage on Instagram, because I'll be posting a lot of photos and stories and reels and stuff on there as well. So definitely go check that out. I'm also very active on Twitter. You can follow my personal account, but you can also follow Wild Wattage on there as well. I will try to do more Rivian content on Wild Wattage and more personal stuff on the other account. Same with Instagram as well. Anything I do with the truck, if I see a picture or need to or want to shoot a quick video, it's going to end up on Instagram. Maybe YouTube Shorts. We'll try it out. Haven't used it yet, so it'll be interesting. So, but that's kind of like what I want to do with this channel. It's just going to be road trips, driving around town. You know, if I think of something cool, see something cool in the truck, software updates come through, and I find something interesting that I want to share with everybody, that's what it's going to be. Just an average guy like myself with a awesome truck and just discovering everything all together. So, yeah, next video I will try to put together next week. It'll be driving to my office in downtown San Francisco, and we'll use some of the drive cam footage as well, since California has a hands-free law and I'm driving a big orange truck. And so I don't want to get pulled over for being on my cell phone. So we'll do range and battery comparisons and show you consumption and things like that, and how that looks and works, and use the footage from the drive cam and show you my drive to work and go over the Bay Bridge and all that good stuff. So thanks for watching, and as always, like I said, follow us on Twitter, X, and Instagram. That's at Wild Wattage, WILD, and then WATTAG. Thanks for watching, everybody, and catch y'all in the next video.